Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
It's a tragedy that has left a family shattered and a community in shock. 2 children killed, 10 others injured after a driver slams into a birthday party in Monroe County. Right off the top here at 5, we are learning police believe it was a drunk driver. That driver is expected to be arraigned tomorrow in a Monroe County courtroom.
Let's get you caught up on some of the details. The crash happened Saturday afternoon at the Swan Boat Club in Berlin Township. A 66-year-old woman whose identity has not yet been released drove into the building, killing those 2 children and injuring 10 others. Victor Williams is in Monroe County tonight with the update.
Hello.
Well, as we await the official charges and the arraignment of the person accused of doing all of this, we're seeing a little bit of the heartbreaking aftermath of what took place right here at this boat club. It's so sad to know that 2 young children passed away, but now we're learning more about the conditions of the victims, of everyone who survived. The community is still reeling from the loss of 2 siblings who tragically died at Swan Boat Club after a 66-year-old woman allegedly had too much to drink and plowed through the side of the building during a birthday party. We now know the names of the 2 deceased. 8-year-old Alana Phillips and 4-year-old Zane Phillips tragically passed away, while their older sibling was also badly injured. This GoFundMe page has raised nearly $200,000. Overall, about 15 people were hurt. Only 9 were transported to the hospital. Each adult had only minor injuries. Their ages 31, 57, 62, 66, and 70. All 4 have been identified as females. 3 teens survived between the ages of 14 and 18. 2 young women, ages 16 and 18, are recovering in the hospital in serious condition, while a 14-year-old is in serious condition as well. An 11-year-old boy is in critical condition at this time. As for the driver, people are patiently waiting for charges to be announced. And once again, this is just such a horrible and tragic situation, and we are hoping for that arraignment to take place first thing tomorrow. And of course, once that does happen, we'll have a camera right there in the courtroom. Victor Williams, Local.
Just awful. That poor family losing not just 1 child, but 2. Just heartbreaking. All right. Victor, thanks.
It has, of course, been years of planning. It all comes together this week. Right now, we're a little more than 3 days away from the NFL draft here in Detroit. You see here the enormous stage is coming together. In fact, the Chicago Bears are sort of already on the clock. Let's get to Rod Maloney, and you got to look, Rod, at what the NFL draft experience is going to be like going up in Hart Plaza.
Well, if you've not been downtown, it's been overtaken by the NFL. And take a look, it's getting very colorful here with the artwork. But the NFL is telling us that the reason they came here in this area, which of course is Hart Plaza and also up to Campus Martius, is because they want to show off the city's architecture and give us the best way as the best backdrop for them to have the draft. And so we got a tour inside the places where you as fans can go today. Overhead, the people mover wrapped like an NFL trolley tells you all the activity underneath is undeniably big. Hundreds of contractors doing the choreographed move-in, making a space for the fans to take in the NFL in a way they never have before. Take the gallery here. Dozens of helmets, blazing team logos, if not necessarily the right colors, gleaming in the sun. Here they show NFL locker mock-ups. Former U of M star and now Lions great Aiden Hutchinson's locker sits right next to former U of M star Rashawn Gary's Green Bay locker. Any coincidence? I think not. They're installing AstroTurf along the river, putting up tents where you can buy unique swag. And then the best NFL sites you can see this side of the NFL Hall of Fame in Canton, like the Vince Lombardi Trophy and the championship rings from all 57 winners. If the kids want autographs, there's no guarantee they'll get one unless they line up here at the official autograph tent. Now, it's a disjointed downtown setting, this fan experience, running from Campus Martius, where they'll actually pick the names, to the water. NFL Senior Events Director Nikki Ewell today explained.
We looked at Hart Plaza as the anchor of experience because we knew the theater would, of course, not fit here. But it's a whole. That's why you'll see the fence go up around every single part of the draft, which includes Campus Martius, down Woodward. Those fences you'll see them going up now and into Hart.
Now, say you want to get behind that fence. Well, you go to your phone, you go to the App Store, you download the NFL One Pass app. and it gives you everything you need to know. You can set yourself up, you can get yourself into events, and they say it's critically important that you have that in order to be able to actually enjoy all of this. Devin, Kimberly, back to you.
A lot on it, Rod. What is the NFL saying about ways to help with security downtown this week? It's a tall order.
Well, you know, it is. And the number one thing they say you can do is to use clear bags, okay? Clear backpacks, clear bags if you're carrying one, because they're going to be enforcing that rule. It's the same rule that they have at Ford Field during the games. Because if you show up with a backpack that has, that's you know, like a canvas backpack that's black, they're going to send you back to your car, and that could leave you behind because so many people are getting into this free event. Getting in first come, first serve is kind of important.
Yeah, it sure is. All right, Rod. Well, you might want to grab your phone here and snag this QR code. That will take you to all of our coverage of the draft, including all the road closures. I found out some of the hard way about the most recent ones today, and how to register for events. Snap that QR code. It'll take you right there.
Detroit police are investigating after a mother is accused of using pepper spray on a group of students. It happened at University Prep Middle School on St. Antoine, not too far from the I-94, I-75 interchange. Sean Lee is live on this story for us tonight. Sean, any idea what set this whole thing off?
Apparently the mother was there to defend her daughter to the class, her daughter's own class there at this prep academy, because she thought the class was bullying the daughter. Look, there's video of this we got. I want you to see this video right away. It is shocking because this mother could be facing felonious assault charges for every one of 13 kids that she's allegedly sprayed with pepper spray. We have the video you need to see. We have to protect the identities of these kids. More than a dozen of them are victims of crime. The person under arrest, the mother of a girl in their class. It's a 6th grade class at University Prep, a charter school on St. Antoine in Detroit. Last Friday, a mother of a student has complete access to those kids as they play outside. The parent is there confronting children she thinks are bullying her daughter.
Anybody else that got a problem with my child, then let me know that now.
A teacher tells that parent she cannot be there. The parent walks off, turns around as a group of kids following her starts to run. The mother hit 13 kids with pepper spray.
Let's go. Back down to the school. Let's go. Hey, back down to the school.
Shanae Sack's 11-year-old son got hit by that pepper spray.
And then she turns around and pepper sprays.
These are children. These are little kids.
Yeah, 6th graders.
Detroit police responded, so did Detroit Fire, who had to tend to those hurt kids. Sack says her child and others are traumatized.
Yeah, it wasn't an actual school shooting, but my emotions can't tell the difference. These are 9, 10, 11-year-olds, and they're traumatized from this event.
All right, back here live. Let's take a big step back from this. You talk about school security now in the wake of school shootings like the Oxford school shooting. So you have a parent coming on right up to access to the children. Most parents don't have access to their kids in their school today because they're locked behind closed doors. This class was out playing, walks right up to them and confronting the kids and telling the teacher she was apparently not going to leave. Now, slow the video down. We'll put it on clickondetroit.com, guys. She sprays that pepper spray, possibly in defense of some of the kids that were following her, but police say they have a lot more to investigate here. Back to you.
Sean, just for further clarification and detail, that mother was first inside the school before confronting those children.
Went to the school to talk to school officials, apparently did not get the answer she was looking for, so went outside, found the class to confront 6th graders of her daughter's class.
Yeah, incredible. Okay, Sean, we appreciate it. Well, we heard opening statements today in the historic criminal trial of former President Donald Trump.
New York prosecutors accused the former president of illegally concealing hush money payments to a former adult film actress to keep quiet about their alleged affair during a fraught time for the 2016 Trump campaign to try to influence the election. The former president denies any wrongdoing. Opening statements today in a case wrapped in historical significance and controversy.
No one is safe from the law.
Protesters and the media lining the block as the first American president to face a criminal trial. Here's the case against him laid out.
I'm here instead of being able to be in Pennsylvania and Georgia and lots of other places campaigning and it's very unfair.
Donald Trump has pleaded not guilty to charges of falsifying business records to conceal a hush money payment to cover up an alleged affair with a porn actress. When prosecutors say he was in damage control after the release of the Access Hollywood tape just before the 2016 election. A prosecutor saying today, quote, "This case is about criminal conspiracy," arguing Mr. Trump colluded with his former fixer Michael Cohen to catch and kill negative stories to influence the election. Quote, "Then he covered up that criminal conspiracy by lying in his New York business records over and over and over again." Former President Trump's defense attorney noted he was not charged with conspiracy here. He attacked Cohen's integrity and said the former president was innocent, insisting he had nothing to do with the Cohen payments and adding, quote, "I have a spoiler alert. There's nothing wrong with trying to influence an election. It's called democracy." Prosecutors acknowledge that Cohen has made mistakes in his past. He admitted the lying under oath in a separate case, but stressed his testimony will be backed up by emails, documents, and former President Trump's own words on tape. Prosecution's first witness, former National Enquirer publisher David Pecker. He began his testimony today. He will be back on the stand when testimony resumes tomorrow. All right, we turn to the weather now. Talk about a nice start to the work week. Here's live pictures from our Windsor Sky Cam. Beautiful Monday, though it got off to a chilly start this morning.
It was chilly. Sunday was gorgeous, too, but we do need to enjoy the nice weather now because we've got some rain on the way.
Now let's get over to Kim Adams, find out what's coming.
We do. We have to get it in and out, though, before people start arriving here to Metro Detroit. But as it stands right now, looks like that is exactly what will happen. Won't be quite as warm as it is today, though, by the end of the week. 64 now in Detroit, low 60s in Howell and Pontiac, and 63 in Adrian. So pretty much low 60s, maybe a degree or two above where we should be for this time of year. So starting out the week on the mild side, and it's warmer than it was at this same time yesterday by about 10 degrees. So we went from the 40s on Saturday to the 50s yesterday and now into the 60s. But unfortunately, we're going to take a couple steps backwards here over the next couple of days. We're watching very closely some rain out to our west right now. Cloudy in Lansing and Jackson over to Grand Rapids and Kalamazoo. But the rain is still well off to our west and will be here by around 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. Now, tomorrow's not a washout by any means. There'll be plenty of dry periods off and on throughout the day as our high reaches the upper 50s. Temperature trend, well, we take a brief dip for Wednesday and Thursday, but then we go right back into the 60s on Friday and by Saturday and Sunday all the way into the mid 70s.
All right, Kim.